The camera was created in 1816. It helps us take pictures of special moments and people we care about, but sometimes it captures things we can't see with our eyes. These things are better left unseen. Here are 8 photos that shouldn't have been taken. They show strange and unsettling things. Some might make you feel uneasy or scared. It's a reminder that cameras can reveal more than we expect, and not all of it is pleasant. So, be careful what you snap, because some images are best left in the shadows. 1. In 1945, in Queensland, Australia, a woman named Mrs. Andrews took a trip to her daughter's grave, Miss Andrews. Wanting to preserve the memory, she snapped a photograph of the gravesite, but when she developed the picture, she noticed something eerie, a small child seemingly staring at her. Strangely, there had been no child present when she took the photo. Miss Andrews had tragically passed away at 17, and Mrs. Andrews couldn't recognize this mysterious child. However, when a paranormal investigator delved into the matter, they unearthed another grave nearby, honoring 2 infant children. Was this spectral child connected to them somehow? To this day, no alternative explanation has been put forth, leaving the possibility of a ghostly presence lingering over the gravesite, haunting Mrs. Andrews' memory of her daughter's resting place. 2. This spooky incident took place at Hampton Court Palace in London, which was once the residence of the famous King Henry VIII. One day, the security team received a call to investigate a strange occurrence. The fire exit near the introductory exhibition area had somehow opened on its own. Reviewing the CCTV footage revealed something chilling. The door swung open with such force, yet there was no apparent cause for it. Even more unsettling was the second time it happened. A ghostly figure materialized after the door burst open, and on the third occasion, while the door opened again, the ghostly apparition was nowhere to be found. Adding to the mystery, a visitor to the palace wrote in the guest book about encountering a ghost in the same area. The image captured on CCTV is believed to be that of Dim's Sybil Penn, who cared for Queen Elizabeth I during her bout with smallpox in 1562, only to succumb to the disease herself. Reports of sightings of her ghost date back to 1829, when the palace's church was reconstructed and her tomb was relocated. But the tale doesn't end there. Hampton Court Palace seems to be a hotbed for supernatural activity, with numerous other ghostly sightings reported over the years. 3. Holly Ham and her cousin Brooke were having a fun day out with their family at a really old palace from the 16th century. Holly decided to take a picture of Brooke while they were there, but when they looked at the photo later, they got a big surprise. In the picture, it looked like there was a lady with long hair and a black dress standing behind Brooke. It was really scary, especially because they hadn't seen anyone there when they took the picture. Since then, both girls have been having trouble sleeping. They keep thinking about the spooky lady in the photo, and it's making them feel uneasy. It's like something from a ghost story. They're hoping they can forget about it soon and get back to normal. 4. This photo, snapped in 1919, captures a squadron of brave airmen led by Sir Victor Goddard during World War I. They served aboard the HMS Daedalus. If you look closely, among the airmen in the top row, 4th from the left, there appears to be a ghostly face. This face is said to belong to Freddie Jackson, an air mechanic who tragically lost his life just 2 days before the photo was taken, in an accident involving an airplane propeller. The eerie part, the day this photo was snapped, was the same day as Jackson's funeral. Some speculate that Jackson may not have realized he had passed away, hence his presence in the photo. What adds to the mystery is that this photo is over a century old, ruling out any possibility of digital manipulation. Experts remain puzzled by this chilling image, unable to explain its existence within the bounds of conventional understanding. 5. This photo was snapped by Neil Sunbunch on a farm in Hertfordshire. Neil was busy capturing shots of the farm for a special project involving wedding stationery. However, when he uploaded the photos to his computer, he got quite a shock. There, amidst the images, was a blurry white figure that definitely wasn't present when Neil took the picture. No one else was around at the time. It was Eerie, a ghostly image of a small child peering from a distance. Neil couldn't shake off the feeling that he had stumbled upon something paranormal. His conviction grew stronger when, just before the wedding, the couple asked the venue staff about any spooky occurrences. The staff turned pale as they recounted sights of a young boy dressed in white nightclothes, appearing near the main barn on different occasions. They had seen it too. 6. This picture was taken at an old TB hospital in Kentucky back in 2006. It's a spooky place because so many people suffered and died there. People think it might be haunted. Lots of folks like to go there to try and find ghosts. The picture shows a woman named Mary Lee. She was a nurse at the hospital. It's said she hanged herself because a doctor got her pregnant and then abandoned her. This sad story adds to the mystery of the place. People are drawn to it because they want to see if they can find any signs of ghosts or spirits lingering there. Some say they've seen strange things or felt weird sensations when visiting. It's become really popular among ghost hunters and thrill seekers who want to explore its eerie atmosphere and uncover its secrets. 7. A 94-year-old woman had recently moved into a new place where people help her. She used to live alone for a long time, but now she needed some extra help that her family couldn't give her. She went out for a picnic with her granddaughter. The granddaughter took a picture of them together during this picnic. The old lady had only been living in her new home for about a week at that time. No one thought much about the picture until Christmas Day in the year 2000. Sadly, the old lady suddenly passed away. Her family wanted to remember the good times they had with her. When they looked at the picture taken during the picnic, they were surprised. In the background of the photo, there was an old man standing behind the lady, but nobody remembered him being there when the picture was taken. The family thought he looked like their grandfather who had died in 1984, 13 years before the picture was taken. They wondered if he had come back to check on his wife in her new home. The family couldn't stop talking about the mysterious figure in the photograph. Some believed it was just a trick of the light, while others thought it was a sign from beyond. They couldn't explain it, but it brought them comfort to think that maybe their grandfather was watching over their grandmother, even after he had passed away. 8. In 1987, a lady named Mrs. Sayer and her friends were exploring the Fleet Air Arms Station in Yelverton, Somerset. They snapped a photo of Mrs. Sayer sitting in an old helicopter seat used during the Falklands War. Mrs. Sayer swears nobody sat beside her, yet a figure in a white shirt appears in the picture. She shared with investigators that despite the scorching weather, she felt an unusual chill in the seat. The figure seen beside her is believed to be a ghostly pilot haunting the station. Considering the helicopter's history in the Falklands War, it's plausible someone met their end there. This spooky encounter raises questions about the afterlife and the lingering energy of historical events. It reminds us that mysteries abound, even in everyday places. Who knows what else might be hiding in the shadows of history, waiting to be discovered? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing tales and updates on paranormal investigations.